Welcome back, guys. Today is Tuesday, May 12th. I took a trade, took a loss. Not that shouldn't have been that bad, and then made a minor mistake. Let's get into it. So, um, going into market open, I was kind of thinking like, okay, well, actually, it makes more sense a couple minutes in, but it's like, okay, boom, we're kind of, this was the news, wick down, manipulated these people out. So I'm like, okay, if that's manipulation, right? Then we kind of want to probably push higher from this. Okay. Well, we're kind of in the middle of it, kind of just chopping, chopping, chopping. So I'm like, well, if we push down here, retest this change in the state, right? Then we're either going to get a rejection there, boom, and push up and rip through, and we have manipulation in. We're going to take some liquidity, or this isn't manipulation, and we're just going to sell from here. Selling didn't really make that much sense, but I'm like, okay, boom, retested it. Boom. Still market open. Kind of soup. Kind of change the state up here. Alrighty, we're kind of ripping. I'm like, I don't really see anything I like. We push up. Boom. Sweep out London high. So I'm sitting here thinking, okay, well, we're kind of in the middle of a model right here. We retested this. Soup, CISD. Take that high. Okay. Well, what am I looking for? Boom. Trying to wick down. Slams down. And I'm like, wait. Hold on. That's possible manipulation. That's the change of the state. That's the market structure shift. Okay, hold on. We could be cooking here. This could be the soup, right? The higher time frame soup to then change the state lower. But then I'm like, we could just be retesting this. And then I'm like, okay, boom, there. Next candle wicked up into this fair value gap. I'm like, okay, it's go time. It's go time. It's go time. Boom. Close low, enter. Doom. Okay, good direction, bad direction. Bad, really bad direction for me. All right, let me go one back. But why did I get stopped out here, right? Okay, so I had my manipulation, had my higher time for liquidity sweep, area I expect to reject. That, boom, the narrative behind the trades, great. My narratives behind my trades are usually good now, right? Because I've been able to frame the market so much. I haven't been able to execute, which is why this minor mistake cost me everything today. Not everything, but some stuff. But for very gap equals turtle soup. Okay, I have my liquidity sweep, my manipulation. I'm missing the failure swing, discount, the retrace. Okay, and I'm like, okay, well, we retrace up into this. And so I'm like, well, we should really hold this. But why? We didn't touch anything here to anything major to send us up. This was just going up to fake down to then go back up, right? We didn't tap into here. So right here, that candle, we haven't, this candle that souped and we pushed down, CISD, we hadn't tapped into this order block right here yet, right? Which is kind of important because if we haven't reacted off anything and we're pushing up, then what happens when we get here? Okay, we're probably going to react again. And then once we react, once I find another entry, that's the true entry. That's the retracement failure swing is once we react off of some other bullish PD array that's significant. And so that's what happens. Push down into it, push down into this fair value gap down here too. React, sweep me out. Okay, boom, push up. I've been looking a lot more at at the inverse fair value gaps because they seem to be looking like a good indicator. Boom, push up, no soup, so no trade. Boom, close below. Alrighty, I was off the charts. The second I took the loss, and now that's where my problem arises. I took the first trade on this account, right? Boom. Uh, yeah. Oh, I don't see the trade executions, but once it's over, boom, took a sell here. Okay, put my stop loss up here, take profit down here. One thing I always forget about Tradeovate is that those orders are not connected. Those are free floating orders. So when my stop loss get hits, it doesn't take away the take profit. And so eventually, when my take profit got hit, it filled as a buy order. with no stop loss. And so it was a buy order and we continued to sell off. I lost 700 in some dollars. That is basically 5 days of drawdown in one day because of one mistake. Now, granted, it would be a lot worse if I was taking entries a lot more often, but I haven't taken a trade in a month. And then before that, basically a month too. So like you forget the stuff about execution. And that's why this, my narrative behind the trade, great. The execution, sloppy because I haven't executed. It's like if you haven't done something in a while, you lose the touch for it. And so that's where it's like I'm mad obviously, but I hadn't taken a winning day on that account in forever. I hadn't taken a winning day ever, but I'm like, man, I really just needed 5 winning days to take a payout. But like I'm trading for the skill, not for the money now. So I honestly don't care. And I'm like, I blow it. Okay, I have money for another one. I'm blessed to be able to just buy another account. And I'm like, it makes the story sweeter because now I can LARP saying, oh, look at all the accounts I've blown. Knowing that this was just a tiny mistake. But okay, boom. Push down first little bit. I'm like, I really just want this low. Possibly see manipulation put in. Alrighty. Okay, could be manipulation right here. Okay. Boom. Close above. Okay. Could possibly be manipulation to send us higher. Giant retrace. Okay, that's not too crazy. Kind of just chopping around. Not really liking this as a soup CISD because we didn't take that. So I would just be waiting, pushing up. And now we're back into an area where a premium for the bulls, discount for the bears, right? We push back up into here. And so if we want to continue to go higher, we're just gonna, chop around, fake some people out, and then just rip it higher. But if we want short still, this is the area I expect us to reject in. Boom. Okay, possible soup there. Alrighty. Okay, boom. But the change in state would be down here. Okay, soup again. Okay, if we close above, I like that for longs. Really, but I mean, I'm not seeing much that we retraced into this inverse value gap. But then boom, sweep, closing below. Next one, retrace, close below. Okay, so this just looks like we manipulated out people again, right? Pushed up. Okay, the signal for longs right here. Would I have taken longs right here? Probably not, because this looks a little janky. And what have we taken so far? We've only taken, the news low, which I don't know. Not as strong as some else things, but I'm also seeing shorts as more of an option here. Like that was just a retrace to give me better shorts down to this balanced price range. So I'm like, we've just been straight up since here. And so I'm like, I kind of want lower still. So the overall narrative for me would still be bearish. And so that's why I'm like, okay, that's just a fake out manipulation. Turtle soup, change this right here. Okay, that's an entry. Boom. Giant sell off. Boom. Great. Boom. We come down, we tap something. That does not look like manipulation. This just looks like we're running up. Alrighty, soup. Okay, change the state up, fake them out again, tap this BPR. Okay, give me a close blow here, and that's another entry. Boom, another entry. Boom. That's great. And then we hit the BPR, and that's like basically what I was looking for today. And then we continue to sell off even more. So, I mean, can we not do this? Hold on. Ooh, Pipple's NBC. So I have to hurry up with this because I do not want him to leave. But looking at it, I'm like, this is what price action I love to trade, right? I learned from my stake right here. Boom. Found another entry, found another possible entry. Boom. And yeah, I can click into my I sold right here. Boom. No hesitation. Enter. Alrighty. Stop loss right there. This order was still pending. And it ran up to like 480 bucks right here. But then boom. Draw down. Draw down. Draw down. Count liquidated. So